Hello, Presidents fans, and welcome to a historic night at Harding Stadium. Tonight we welcome a new era in Marion City Schools and Marion, Ohio history. The stadium first in tonight was originally built in 1935. Progress Education WPA projects commissioned by then President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. These projects were designed to put Americans back to work and bring the country out of the Great Depression. At that time, the address here was 500 Seminole Drive. Later, the new Harding High School, built directly to the north, was completed in 1953. That building served as Harding High School for 50 years until the completion and opening of the new Harding High School on Harding Highway East in 2003. Along with a name change and renovations, that beloved high school now admirably serves as Grant Middle School on what is now Presidential Drive. The fitness center, built between the stadium and the school building, finished in 1996, a project driven and funded by the Harding Athletic Boosters, along with community business partners and citizens of Marion. Football began at Harding High School in 1901. And between the years of 1901 and 1934, the football team competed at the Marion County Fairground. Since opening in 1935, Harding Stadium has seen 15 conference champions and an undefeated state championship in 1958. It also hosted the former Marion Catholic Irish football team playing under the lights on Saturday nights. The Irish picked up back-to-back Class A state championships in 1965 and 1966. Countless athletes and musicians have played in football games, soccer matches, track meets, marching band shows, drum and bugle corps competitions for generations of Marion citizens to enjoy. Changes at the stadium began in 2011 with the installation of a new and larger scoreboard at the south end of the stadium. In 2012, renovations continued as the wooden bleachers on the visitor side of the stadium were removed, a new concrete pad was installed, and new aluminum bleachers with a capacity of approximately 1,500 people were put in. In 2015, the 6-lane track was removed and a new 8-lane all-weather track was installed, along with a new drainage system, high jump and pole vault pad, and 2 new long jump pits. The traditional Marion Night Invitational returned home the following spring, and we're proud to say will continue here for countless years to come. In 2015-16, the service building at the south end of the stadium was completely refurbished as a summer food kitchen, service garage, and restrooms. You'll note that the building also doubles as a concession stand for events here at the stadium. On May 1st of this year, Levan's Excavating Company began the process of removing sod and dirt in preparation for a new prescription athletic turf system installed by the Shaw Company. The project included new goalposts, soccer goals, and the beautiful field you see before you now. It was completed on June 9th of this year. We are excited to say that renovations for our venerable Harding Stadium are not complete. Future projects include ticket booths, fencing along Presidential Avenue, new lights, and new plaza areas are all part of the vision for this spectacular facility. So for 82 years, the Presidents have played on grass, and tonight we begin a new era on turf. Tonight we honor several special guests who were a huge part of making this project a reality for the City of Marion, the Marion City Schools, and all of our youth. First, we would like to announce the students and staff we have on hand tonight. Hayes Elementary. George Washington Elementary. Garfield Elementary. McKinley Elementary. Harrison Elementary. Taft Elementary. Grant Middle School. Rushmore Academy. And Marion Harding High School. Representing the Marion City Schools are board members, Mr. Steve Williams, Mr. Mike McQuarrie, Mr. Ted McInnes, Mrs. Leslie Schneider, Mr. Gary Imes, Superintendent Mr. Stephen Fuji, and Treasurer Mrs. Veronica Reinhardt. We would like to take a moment to honor former Superintendent Gary Barber and his wife Kelly. Kelly is here on behalf of both this evening. Kelly is here on behalf of both this evening as Gary is in Columbus attending his son's football game in Grove City. We'd like to thank Gary and Kelly for their diligent work on this project, with their drive and determination to see it through and around the obstacles that invariably arise. This project has become a reality. Thank you, Gary and Kelly. We have with us tonight several of our major sponsors. As a small token of our appreciation, each of the sponsors will receive a shadow box with our varsity MH, a photograph of the stadium, and a small piece of athletic turf used to construct the field before you. To all of these major sponsors and to all of those who have done so much, thank you for your valuable assistance in making our stadium project a reality. Our special guests tonight include, representing Ohio Health, Mr. Chris Truex. A major field and stadium sponsor, Ohio Health has been a fantastic partner to the Marion City Schools in all arenas. Ohio Health also continues to provide outstanding medical care with their athletic trainers to all of Marion Harding High School's athletic teams. Thank you, Chris, and thank you, Ohio Health. Representing Fay Bank, Mr. Carl Hughes and Mrs. Krista Biederman. Continuing a long and successful partnership in the Marion City Schools, Fay Bank has sponsored our new concession stand at the south end of the stadium. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Krista. And thank you, Fay Bank. Representing the Ohio State University at Marion, Mr. Dave Claiborne. OSUM is sponsoring the fitness center at the north end of the stadium, continuing a 57-year educational partnership with the Marion City Schools. Thank you, Dave, and thank you, Ohio State Marion. Dr. J. and Janice Moodley. Our main ticket gate sponsors, Dr. Moodley has also been a key behind-the-scenes individual who has kept the wheels turning on this project from the beginning. The Moodleys have made countless contributions to the students and programs of the Marion City Schools for years and years. Thank you, Dr. J. and Janice Moodley. Mr. Mike Zucker. Mr. Zucker has sponsored the trail from Harrison Elementary leading to the entrance at the south end of the stadium. He's done this in honor of his mother, Joanne, who taught at what was then named Indian Mound Elementary for 28 years. Mike has also been involved in the stadium project from the beginning. He's helped with the website and the networking that made this project a reality. He's also made countless efforts and contributions for years to the young people of Marion, both with the city schools and at Marion Catholic. Thank you, Mike Zucker. Mr. Jared Haas, here representing Matthews Auto Group in Marion is Mr. Haas. Jared and the Matthews Auto Group have been instrumental in helping the Booster Club to raise money through the Lincoln Drive for the Turf fundraisers over the past year. Thank you to Thurman Matthews, Spencer Matthews, and Jared for their time and financial contributions to our cause. Representing Rushmore Academy, Mr. Evan Geyer, Mrs. Lori Vanderborn, and Mr. Kory White. Representing the Marion Digital Academy, Mr. Tom Pennant. Both of these organizations have provided financial backing to help make this project a reality. Thank you, Rushmore, and thank you, Marion Digital. The Marion Athletic Boosters being represented by Butch Aldrich, Michelle Childers, Jody Wright, Melissa Ghani, and Mary Stevens. The Athletic Boosters' support of all athletics and facilities go back decades. Their hours of volunteerism and fundraising, not only on this project, but throughout the athletic program and district, have been incredible. The new sound system, fence topping, and wind screen are just a few of the additional contributions to the stadium the Boosters have made in recent months, all in addition to their contribution toward making the turf a reality. Thank you, Harding Athletic Boosters. We would also like to thank Christy and John Ludwig. Christy and John are sponsors of the Northeast Ticket Gate and have made their contribution in honor of Mr. Gary N. Curran Sr. Christy and John are residents of Seattle, Washington, and their generosity as Harding alumni is appreciated. Thank you to the Ludwig family. To all our sponsors on the field tonight and throughout the Marion community, we have a gleaming gem of a stadium in which we can all be proud and will continue as a hub for our community for generations to come. Thank you for making what was once merely a dream into an incredible reality. At this time, our board president, Mr. Steve Williams, along with help from our Marion City School students, will cut the ribbon to officially open this new era in Harding Stadium history. Thank you once again to all our sponsors, and congratulations to the community of Marion.
Hey, good evening, folks. If you're just joining us, you missed what was a fantastic dedication ceremony of the new turf at this beautiful Depression-era stadium that goes all the way back to the 1930s. I mean, first of all, if this doesn't give you goosebumps, I don't know what does. I mean, Coach Keplinger, what do you think about that dedication ceremony?
Great ceremony. And this is something I'm going to say not just because Marion City Schools is signing my paycheck, but this is one of the first-class facilities in the state of Ohio right now. I've had my soccer team out there twice playing on it. Getting to call a game up here, with the new turf, the new track, the new stands, the new concession stand. Like, what a place to be, man! What a place to be on a Friday night.
I tell you what, Coach. I got goosebumps right now. I got goosebumps. I mean, this stadium is beautiful and it's gorgeous. But you know what? We're not here to talk about the stadium, although we do want to talk about the stadium. I mean, we're going to talk about all the great people like Ohio Health, Dr. Jay Moodley, Rushmore Academy, Marion City Digital Academy, Matthews Auto Group, all of the people out there that donated out of their paycheck. And, if I'm forgetting any sponsors, I apologize. But, I mean, wow, fantastic. But with that being said, let's talk about these Prexies tonight. So we're 1-1. We won a thriller. Game one.
No doubt.
Game one, I mean, holy smokes. That was a thriller against Mount Vernon. Our defense has been stout.
That they have.
Our offense has kind of had its struggles a little bit, but they're out there working hard. We went to Plain City last week against Jonathan Alder, and we lost 21-7. But, it was a good game. Defense played well. Offense did some things well. But here we are. We're home against the 0-2 Newark Wildcats. So, the Wildcats got to be hungry for a win.
Oh, yeah, I'd say that goes both ways, Coach. We got a Newark team here hungry for a win. We've got a Harding team who came out, right? We got that 0-1 bugaboo out of the way. Got
Absolutely.
Our win week one. Went and played a solid JA team last week.
We did. JA is always solid. Always solid team.
How fortuitous is it for the schedule, right? We are playing a common opponent we've had with Mount Vernon. So we've got film. We've got the background. Honestly, I'm looking for the offense to spark today. But.
Absolutely, Coach. I think tonight we're going to see a little difference on offense. Noah Thompson, who started the first couple games as our quarterback. Noah is a dynamic athlete who does fantastic things. But I think tonight we're going to see a little bit of a change-up because we got to get a running game going. Noah has passed the ball well, and we moved the ball very well at times on offense, but we have yet to establish a running game this young season. But we've got some good athletes, we got some young kids, and we got some great coaches. So I think tonight you're going to see a little bit of a different look. You might see a little bit of Mitch Myers at quarterback. I think we might see Colin Hill and Quave Night Train Booker in the backfield. And Coach, if I'm the Newark Wildcats and I see Colin and Quave coming at me, I'm going, that's a lot of human beings.
That's a lot of mass coming at you, no doubt.
That's a lot of meat because Colin and Quave are they're big boys. And, like I said, our defense has played well. And as we mentioned, the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets played Newark last week and beat them 31-0. However, just because Mount Vernon handled Newark doesn't mean that Newark isn't a formidable opponent. They have a great running back who was out last week because unfortunately his sister died. So their starting running back, who's a couple hundred yards away from breaking the all-time Newark rushing record, was out last week. So you got to believe that Newark's going to be hungry tonight. They're going to be hungry tonight, and they want to spoil the Prexies party, but I don't know if that can happen tonight because the Prexies got to be pretty excited about playing on this field for the first time, Coach.
Oh, yeah. Every reason in the world to get up for this game. First home game. It's week 3. It seems like a late time to have a home opener. But, here we are. And obviously with what you're saying, that's why they play the game. And here I am 3 minutes into a broadcast being cliche. But that's what you're going to get with us.
Well, hey, that's what we do, baby. We're cliche all the time. But, hey, listen, folks. New era, Harding High School Stadium. New era, and it kicks off tonight, and folks, it's Friday Night Football at a beautiful stadium, under the lights, on some beautiful turf, on what is a fantastic fall-like evening. If this don't give you goosebumps, folks, I don't know what does. Coach Keplinger. This gives me goosebumps. What about you?
Absolutely. I'm ready to go, ready to make this call. So
absolutely.
Here we go.
And once again, I'm Todd Schneider, and this is Coach Kory Keplinger, and we will be back after these messages to kick off this new era at Harding High School Stadium. Go Prexies.
Go Prexies.